Hello, welcome to my channel. I am super excited. Today, I have pulled out essential oils. So I get a lot of questions about essential oils. They've been in my life forever. I love them. They're in my treatment room. Everybody knows they are in every place in my life, strategically everywhere. Specifically today, I want to talk about some local lavender. We're going to talk about Mountain Rose, which is in Eugene, Oregon. I will put all these links in the descriptions. What happens when I say, this is the Book of Jane speaking. Remember, that's how I came up with this name when I said, well, the Book of Jane says, when an oil falls apart on the table. And everybody goes, well, what does that mean? And I feel like I've been working with oils for so long that I just instantly know whether it's the right oil. I can muscle test and know if it's the right oil for your body. I can smell an oil pretty much and know that I'm getting it or I'm not. And I feel like I've tried a lot of different oils and I feel like I'm very versed in them. But let's talk about this first one today. This is a local oil that I bought at Smithsberry Farm about a month ago, I guess. We were out in the country playing, and it pretty much called to me. It says Oregon Lavender, not lavender, D-I-N. You guys see that? That makes a big difference. Oil, and it's from Lizzie's Lavender Farm, and it's organic steam distilled. There is no other label on it except the price. I paid $19.95 for it. There was a sample there next to the soaps and all the other beautiful things out at Smithsberry Barn. So the one fallback is that it does not have a stopper in it. So the first time I opened it, I'm sort of used to stoppers being in there, and kind of went all over that first little round. But I stuck my nose in this, and and I went, oh, yeah, because it's got a really, like, I smell the flower and not the green part of the plant. I can really tell when I'm smelling what part of the plant that I'm smelling, and I'm probably going to go get another one of these because it's really just done wonderful on the table. And I love supporting lavender farms in the city. They're in Helvetia, they're up in Mount Hood. This one's out on Shoals Ferry, out in Yamhill County. There are a lot of lavender farms around the area here where I live in Oregon. I have been associated with a couple out in Hood River in the past where we did big lavender festivals in July and all lavender everywhere. And it was the funnest 2 days I've probably had, playing with essential oils. But I never hesitate to get local lavender. If you are in a city or a part of the country that grows lavender, I just always support the local farms, and this one is a good one. And I don't have any information except what's on the bottle and that we got it out at Smithsberry Barn. So, but this has been a lovely, lovely oil that did not break down on the table. So now, just so to clarify, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I'm not handing out anything inappropriate here, but lavender is one of those oils that I would put in a 72-hour kit. I never not have it in my collection somewhere. It is a powerhouse. It helps you sleep. It helps with headaches. Helps with anxiety and depression. There are people that don't like it when they say, I don't want anything but lavender. And I'm like, okay, which I kind of don't understand, but it's all right, And I even looked up, I did a big search on just lavender oil on Google because a million things popped out. But actually, WebMD has a whole section on essential oils, which I was a little interested in. So I putzed around in there for a little bit. So there's a ton of information about lavender. I trust my nose. If people say to me, yes, I got lavender in a kit with a diffuser, you know, burn it up. Let's do it. Let's not let them sit there. Please don't let essential oils sit in your life, okay? And I'm going to do, next week, I'm going to show you how to really inhale things. That's a whole different deal when we start inhaling. All right, so I'm going to flip over to Mountain Rose now. Mountain Rose is in Eugene, Oregon. It is a wonderful company. I have been buying from Mountain Rose for 15 years. In my practice. Now, I just looked online and the labeling is different now. It's much prettier labeling, but boy, this company now has everything. Over the last 15 years, the product line has just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. They have herbs and spices and culinary delights and teas. And if you are a crafter, they have, you know, like carrier oils and butters that if you're going to blend your own things and label your own private things. I would not hesitate 1 second purchasing from this company. They are phenomenal on returns. I've had returns a couple of times when I smelled something and I was like, nope. And I just called and I said, I need to return this oil. And it was like, no problem, send it back, we'll replace it. So now we're going to talk about my favorite oil in Mountain Rose's line, and it's called Cornmint. And Stephanie, one of my, started out as an employee, went to massage school. She's in the family. Her and I adore this oil. Adore it. Okay. When I open it and I mix it on the table and I put it on the body, magical, wonderful, beautiful things happen in the treatment room. So it is from India, okay? Now, it is one of the highest menthol oils out there. When they distill it, it's got so much menthol in it that it comes out as a solid. So it is way more powerful than doTERRA's or Young Living's. And those are the only other 2 peppermints that I've ever had on my body. So it takes 2 drops of this when I'm dealing with, let's say I'm laying down rosemary and this. Bodies respond. It makes me, just holding it makes me happy. Now here's the other glorious thing about Cornmint. If you are a practitioner or you just love oils, I would say go to Mountain Rose right now and order this. This 1 ounce bottle is $11.50. Okay. It's phenomenal. Now they want you to blend it with juniper, lavender, basil, tea tree, but I feel like it can go across the board. Now be very careful with somebody that's new to oils. Dilute it with some sort of carrier oil, whether it's fractionated coconut oil or jojoba or whatever you have in your practice or you're using in your personal care. Get it. That's all I need to say is just get it. You will not be sorry. If you feel like you need a private lesson, that is available too. You can come down to the office. We can put somebody on the table. I can show you what happens. Or if you want to do a Zoom and talk about oils and just say, help me pick some out for my household. Now, here's the deal with essential oils, and people ask me this all the time, and I feel like I say this sentence over and over and over and over and over. So, first of all, they'll buy a big deck of oils from me, you know, because I'm saying, well, this is what you need to start your collection. And this is my medicine. This is what I have in my house for medicine. And so that's how I think of it, as healing properties in my house. So they'll have a bunch and they'll come in and, oh, my hip was really hurting last week. And I'm like, well, did you Did you pull out that lavender and peppermint? Oh, I forgot I had those. So if you're going to start this oil journey with me, I'm going to ask that you put them out in prominent places, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in your car, beside your bed, wherever they're going to be. I'm just going to ask that. Why does my nose always itch when I'm doing this? Every time. Next to your bedside table. I probably won't edit that out, but I might try. So they're out. They're out there. You're using them. You don't put them up in a cabinet because you're not gonna remember, because everybody has that spice they bought at some fair or some festival they were at. Oh, look, and somebody was shaking it on corn or whatever, and so you buy it and it goes up in your cabinet and it sits there, and people forget what they own. I get so preachy about oils. I love them so much. So, all right, now I have a doTERRA account and a Young Living account. I like them equally the same. There are people that are true believers in one or the other. They will not buy from this company or that, but some of the blends in Young Living have been with me for so long, and one of them is my signature blend. It's called Magnify Your Purpose. It is, it's the one I put on, and people just come to me. They absolutely come to me. And it has patchouli in it, which I don't usually allow patchouli in my office, but it does have a little patchouli in it. And then Thieves is another one that I'm very fond of. And so I tell people equally, whichever you choose is fine. I can coach you through either company. It doesn't make any difference. Now in the doTERRA world, Deep Blue, nothing better ever on my body than Deep Blue that was created by the people at doTERRA. I had a client yesterday bring me in CBD oil and a salve thing from a company that she represents. And this is what I do. Nope. No, thank you. Not a big fan of CBD. It's in a lot of things. It's just it's personal. For me, I feel like I've tried enough of it to know I am just so in love with essential oils that CBD just doesn't do it for me. Although I have had people report really good things. So I think you have to just try and see what you're drawn to and what your body reacts to better than anything else. Okay, buy local lavender, please. Log on to Mountain Rose and right now and start cruising around in this website. You'll love it. They are about 2 weeks behind because of the blackness, so just know that. I feel like companies are trying to sort of catch up, and I feel like when the blackness first started, doTERRA's On Guard sold out completely and it was gone. Bam, they couldn't get it anymore. I love essential oils so much, and I want the world to enjoy them. They are part of my self-care routine. I was at my nurse practitioner's office yesterday talking about my health and stuff we're working on, and talking about my evening routine to sort of calm down and get to sleep. So I've been having a little trouble sleeping, and I was telling her about my nighttime routine, and I'm like, well, I started this about maybe 3 months ago. I took a bunch of my jojoba oil home, which I buy jojoba oil by the gallon for the office and my treatment room. So I took a mason jar full of it home, and I have started putting jojoba oil all over my body, from my toes, all over my arms, now nothing on my face, because that's where Mary Kay's at, but it's a pretty big drench of jojoba oil on my body, and then I'm laying lavender and rosemary. A lot of my I call them my nighttime oils. I'm using Aroma Touch from doTERRA, and they are going all over my body. So I really am this big bunch of stuff at night. But the jojoba, like, your skin absolutely absorbs it. I'm not joking. In about a minute, it's absorbed and it's in my system, and it just helps me sleep. It's a nighttime routine of just working product into my arms and across my chest and into my legs, and I work my feet really good and around all my cuticles and on the bottom of my feet, and I just do it might be 10 minutes that I spend there, maybe 15, if I'm sort of drinking water. I have this whole little sort of evening thing. I have shut down all the screens. I don't have any screens on, and I'm just trying to sort of get that cortisol level down, and then the melatonin working its way back up so I can sleep all night. That is how much I love essential oils, and that is how much they are in my life, and that is how much I would love to help you put them there and teach you anything further. I will teach next week how I inhale oils and what I do with them, and everything you can do with them. It is such a good way to do self-care. It is such a good way to take care of yourself and improve the systems that are working in your body, and let your body use those oils to do what they're supposed to do. They are natural. They are not synthetic. You can get into some synthetic oils, so I would say stick to real reputable companies like I've got sitting here on my desk. I am signing off for today, everybody. I hope you enjoy this video. I ask that you please subscribe, and please let me know if you have any questions or comments, or if you've used Mountain Rose, or if you have a favorite oil product that I might need to review. Another, when I'm standing at spas, and they have a big product display, and there might be some body oil there, I get those too. Big, like, oh, what's that? And I get it, like the Frangipani from Elemis. Buy that every time I see it. Every single time I'm out right now. Yeah, so I just love oil. I love essential oils. I love what it does to your skin. I love what it does to your body. And I love that the way that your body uses them. Okay, signing off for today, everybody. Have a glorious day, and I will talk to you next week here on the Book of Jane. Life care, self-care, skincare. Bye.